the legal team, Geek Sensei, Raven, Sam, Mr. Blitzstick.
You three, man. Yeah. You man about.
We are live, guys. I'm J1 Further, the Cyber Nerds.
So I'm Mr. Blitzstick.
And today we've got the Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil in Me story trailer. We're going to be diving into the Dark Pictures Anthology games. Have you dived into them? Do you know what you need to dive into? The subscribe button. Like, we need some more subscribers. We're trying to grow the channel. We're going to be bringing you more, bigger, and badder content. Also, for everyone who wants more and this thing to improve more than it already has, patreon.com/the Cyber Nerds Gaming. The Cyber Nerds Gaming. Yes, we got our own Patreon. Now, if you don't know, I play these games usually around October. I'm going to bang in one of the Dark Anthology games. I've played Until Dawn, which I'm going to say still stands as the best one. Man of Medan, which I was disappointed coming off of after Until Dawn. And then, there's another one that I've played, but I'm still, I'm currently playing it for the Platinum. It's not Little Hope. Wait, no.
The one you skipped, actually.
No, I don't have Little Hope.
Yeah.
I've got the other one.
Yeah.
That's mad that I can't remember the name of the game. But yeah. So I'm playing that one. I'm still playing through that one. Yeah, okay. Go on, scroll. I'm still.
There we go. House of Ashes.
House of Ashes. Bam.
Yeah,
that's the one I've played and I'm still playing through now. So when this drops, I'm like, man, I gotta catch up. So, but between this and then seeing that other game, October's gonna be looking a bit sticky. So, yeah, man, let's dive into this and see what happens, man. In fact, Sam, how do you feel? I know you haven't played any of them.
Yeah, for me, horror, I'm only forced to play horror. I'm not attentively, play like a horror game or whatever. I'm enjoying watching you play them. Like, the stories for me are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that whole. I've always liked games that give you choices, and these guys do it pretty well as Aquatic Dream. Even though I've not played it, I do like there's bare multiple endings.
I got to reel you back in. Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's the horror. I don't think the horror is that bad in these games. Like, they're horror themed, but I'm not like over the top kind of horror.
Yeah, I think
like other games that we've seen recently. But,
yeah. I feel like these lot. And I think how I got onto these games was, it's like, obviously, like, I love Telltale games, narrative-based games, where you're making decisions I love. And then obviously that rolled me onto Detroit, which I think is probably the best decision, like, narrative-based game, like, mixed with third-person stuff I've ever played. Like, I want them to when they get to making, when they take it to the next level in terms of their gameplay, they're gonna be no one's touching. That will be there will be a studio that I will only play their games. Because that will be mad. Them and even the studio that made 1886. These are the next gen studios I need. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm starting scratching just thinking about it, fam. But in terms of these games, so that's how I got into them. And also it's for me, if I get the gameplay right, the horror or the theme kind of goes, I can deal with that. Yeah. So I'm good with being scared in a horror game if the gameplay and the narrative is right for me, and I feel like that's what these lot do. So I'm 100% here for it. Yeah. But nah, it's just them and Aquatic. Nah, there's a big divide still. It's good, bro. It's good games.
I hear you.
It's good games, but a big divide still. The same way that even between these and Telltales, there's a big divide as well, man. So I just want all of these studios to just keep doing what they're doing, man, because I love it.
Cool. Let's dive in.
Peggy 18.
Lonnet Entertainment.
Charles Lonnet, please.
Speaking.
England, yo.
My name is Grantham Dumet. I'm in a privileged position.
What do we know about this guy?
He's rich, he's a recluse, he's obsessed with H.H. Holmes. Totally sane, I'm sure.
Some of the rooms are full recreations of the murder castle.
Bro.
Is that you?
There's a shit ton of killer footage to be had here.
My time is at a premium. We need to do this today.
What the f*** is this?
Oh my god.
It's long still.
This is mad.
So you want to play a game?
Are you sure you're doing this? No one is gonna believe it without proof.
Wait, no. What the hell?
No.
What happened?
What is this?
It's a fucking booby trap.
Yeah, Until Dawn in it. Was that the curator?
I've told you what I have. Please don't waste my time.
What the fuck?
Do you know what's crazy, yeah?
Am I sending the car or not?
Wait.
It can't be my man.
Do you know what's mad was? Before, I was going to say, I can't wait until these lot tie it together.
Right.
Because they've got...
Yo, they're going in with this. Is this their final one? Did they say how
See,
many they're doing?
This is what I was bringing. That's why, like, if the villain is the curator, it makes sense. And then even you saying, "Oh, they brought her back." What if this is like all of the people, all of the survivors from all of the other stories together, and the curator's with them? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that would actually be mad. But yeah, man, it looks good, bro. I like when I say that Until Dawn in it. There's a decision you've got to make in Until Dawn. About saving someone, innit? Like, and it looked like they set it up exactly the same way right there, and I love it, innit? So, or maybe that's what they're doing in this game, like bringing back like some of the most memorable kills and deaths. Because even the fact that they're just in a house, I was like, it reminds me of the cabin in Until Dawn.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But it goes deeper than that, innit?
Yeah. Until Dawn is way deeper than just being locked to the cabin.
Yeah, that's why
it's mad. It gets supernatural still. So.
Oh yeah. Okay,
So. I'm interested to see what we do here, and if the curator is getting involved, I want to see, like, I want to be rewarded for playing all the other games.
Okay.
But more than in just a narrative way. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's with these narrative-based games. This is one of the things, and we was talking about going to the next level in terms of gaming, and narrative-based games. It's like narrative-based games. I feel like keep an audience because it's like, even though it's completely different characters, we're here for the narrative. But when you've done something like this, where you're building, where there's one person telling the narrative the whole time, I think it should lead to something. Do you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you're now getting punished for not playing our games. But the people who have invested in you all over the time, we're not getting rewarded. I don't know how you do that, but get me.
I know, man. Yeah, the story, the setup, again, like, they always look really good. They always look really good. I'm liking like this setup as well. Like I said, it's giving me sort of vibes. These men are locked in a house, booby traps. You gotta make decisions based on someone's life. That stuff is mad. But I feel for me, it would go Aquatic Dream, these guys. Who's the other one that does? Oh no, then it would be Telltales. And then everyone loves the other game that I hated the most out of the narrative base. You ain't played it yet, but it was. I forgot what it was called. Something based on the Storm, basically. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That whole Storm game was mad.
What are you? What?
It's hard to. Basically it's like two girls, and because of their events, it spirals off into a madness. I don't know. I don't know if I could even remember the title now.
Comment section below. You let us know still.
Yeah, and I feel like they did the worst thing on a narrative-based game. I don't want to spoil it for anyone because obviously these are like narrative-based games, but they make your choices just a bit mad.
I think.
And that's the worst thing for me.
See, and that's what hurts narrative-based games the most. When and it's interesting because Aquatic Dreams makes you play the game and pretty much go they've got bare endings.
Yeah, so you're go on.
They've got a lot of endings, and because you've got a lot of endings, you see how drastic a choice being made.
Yes.
How far it can go and how far that can branch. I love that because it shows you the importance of what you're doing and how like maybe passive you might have been in your blind playthrough, or how aggressive you are in your it shows you things. You know what I'm saying? But then, and this is why I put them in that order I do, because I would say that I like playing Telltale games more than the Dark Anthology games.
Okay.
But the Dark Anthology games are better when it comes to the pushing narratives that branch out. Like a decision here, not picking up something here, turning around the wrong corner here, they all have massive repercussions. Do you get what I'm saying? And in Telltale's, I would say your biggest decision is the biggest repercussion. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like the small decisions you make in Telltale's games usually don't play a part in the bigger outcome. The big decisions do. But when we get to Dark Anthology games and Aquatic Dreams games, the smallest decisions probably lead to the biggest swings. Do you know what I'm saying? Later on down the line. And I think that's how you get deeper into narrative games, you get me? But I love it, and this is going to be sick, man.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, with Telltale, even though they've created, like, loads of, like, individual games and stuff, I just feel like there's not enough consequences in their games, though.
100%, man.
That's why I'm like, you guys, like you guys create good stories, you get good IPs and stuff, but you're not pushing the envelope too much. It's almost like you're being very safe with it, and that's why I feel like the other game, I'm trying to remember what I remember, is like, they give you all these options and stuff, but then the consequences of it is like very minuscule. I'm like, what went through all that, and it just doesn't feel that rewarding, so to speak. Yeah,
I hear that, bro. 100% right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, jump in the comment section below and let us know what you think about the Dark Anthologies, Supermassive Games, Telltales, Aquatic Dreams. Like, what do you play narrative-based games? Are you into them? Are you not into them? What are you going to be doing? Other than that, make sure you're checking us out on patreon.com/TheCyberNerdsGaming, subscribing to the channel, hitting the thumbs up, and the bell, so you can get notified every time we drop a video. Jeez. See you next time. Peace.